Hi guys, welcome to another video. I know it's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, but on today's video we're gonna address something that is probably the most scary thing among all the FN2 owners, and that is the rear beam. So stay tuned for this video. Right guys, as I said in the intro, we're gonna address the rear beam. It's something that I was planning to do months and months ago, since I've got my poly bushes, and to be honest, it's something that I've always been on top of it when I was doing something underneath the car, but I was not 100% sure of the state of the beam itself, or when it was, because I couldn't assess the beam from every single angle, so to speak. One of the things that I've done that I think helped me on rust prevention is when I got the car, I've done like a DIY rust prevention where I undersealed the underneath of the car. It's something very simple, not like professional. Again, I've done it in the driveway, so we don't expect like a super good job with that, but I think it helped to prevent any rust. The car actually not been driven in the winter since I've owned it, or I think I only driven it once when the first year I got it, because I didn't have any daily, so this was my daily as well. But so yeah, on this video I'll show you guys how does it look, the beam. I'm sorry I didn't film how I've removed the beam because there's no much space underneath the car, and to be honest there's no much science to it. It's basically remove brake hoses and brake pipes from the clips, the ABS sensor leads or cables, whatever you want to call it, and a few screws, and that's it. I had a bit more trouble with it because I had my white line anti-roll bar that had to be disconnected from the frame, so it was a bit more work for me, but I don't think there's much to it, and I'm pretty sure there's other tutorials like Modfix and FN2 where it shows you how to drop this beam. So let's have a look to the beam. The bushes don't show any big wear, to be honest. I never felt that the car was unstable on the rear, so as you can see here, not the best angle, but they are not too bad. The herb seems to be okay. I haven't actually put a light inside to see how that's done, but I'm gonna do soon. But other than that, looks like I'm actually a lucky boy because it doesn't look nothing major. There's some spots here where you can see that it started to bubble a bit, but it's normal on this car. I mean, and also for a UK car, it actually doesn't look too bad. So happy with that. Well, super happy with that. Funny enough, I just seen yesterday a post from Tagua advertising a new one, advertising for a new set of these ones. And it was £1,000 a piece. I know it's genuine on the part, and I know it's not very easy to get your hands on it, but £1,000 is quite a lot of money for an axle. So my opinion on that is, like, before you commit to that, just check the condition on yours. We're gonna wash this first with with a pressure washer to see if there's any flaking or if there's anything really bad coming from the beam, and then we got two options. So the two options we got is we either try to restore ourselves, so that will be loads of sand discs and paint grinding pads or discs, paint grinding discs. I'll put a picture of what I mean, and try to do that, or takes to someone that can do like media blast and blast the whole axle, and then paint it and lacquer it with a proper solution. So I'll see how it goes with the jet wash, I'll see how it goes with the grinder, and then we make a decision if this is gonna go for sandblasting or not. So we give it a good jet wash. We managed to remove quite a lot of stuff that I thought it was rusty. It actually was not rusty, just dirty. It's unbelievable how dirty these things get. So let's have a look. So it doesn't look too bad. So yeah, here what I thought was really rusty. No, it's not. It's actually, it was just dirt. Obviously there's a little bit spots here in this spot, but this is all surface rust, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. So where it is a little bit more aggressive, where the rust been a bit more harsh, it is in the insides of this. Let's see if I can tilt this so you can see. There we go. So you can see here that again it's still surface rust, but it went a little bit more than all the other side. So yeah, let's see how we do with the angle grinder. After 30-45 minutes using the paint stripper disc or special grinder disc, whatever you want to call it, we got to a decent start, to be honest. I mean, I was not expecting to get to all the grooves and crevices, to be honest. That will need to be sandblasted. I knew that for a fact, but I just wanted to spot check some of the areas where it seemed like a bit too much rust in it, or a bit rusty, and I'm so more relieved is the word, because they are not that bad. This is the disc I've used, or one of the discs I've used, and yeah, so as you can see, for in this area where it was looking really bad, there's a little bit of pitting in the metal. It's all good. We're gonna get this treated. There was areas here, remember this is the area where usually it cracks. Again, a little bit of pitting, but not too bad. Same there, still got good metal. Here you can see, I mean, I thought it was getting a bit too much abrasive with the disc, but to be honest, for what I want, this is going to be perfect. So all nice and smooth. Again, small pitting here, not too much, and yeah, I've checked all the way around and is fine. Here you go. So that's the beam. I also got my white line brackets that I'm gonna take the opportunity to sandblast them and powder coat them. Why not? This is the bar, so the next time you're gonna see it's gonna be powder coated. So let's do some YouTube magic, shall we? So in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, guys. Beam now fully refurbed. Look at this quality, man. I'm over the moon. So in the end, we went to a company that finished up our work with sandblasting, and they powder coated the beam.
I got my brackets for the white line anti-roll bar also powder coated, and as well for some brake lines here, and yeah, it just looks amazing as you can see. I highly recommend to do this. So the bit I was a little bit more apprehensive was the inside of the beam and the actual standard roll bar, but I'm really pleased with the results because the sandblasted or the sand rather managed to get all the way to the crevice, and then when they powder coated they did a brilliant job. So yeah, more than happy with that. As you can see, I've already removed the bushes. I've done it myself, and I didn't use any traditional methods, so I don't have a bushing kit or a bushing removal kit rather. So I didn't want to set these on fire. I've seen a few people doing this, which is literally set them on fire. So I went the other way. That was actually a tip from my brother-in-law. He told me to do that. So the beam, the bushing goes like this. A hammer from this side, and I'll literally knock the bushing out. And honestly, it took 5 seconds. So my brother-in-law actually did it for me. So I was holding the beam in the floor to prevent any movement, and he literally took him like 2-3 attempts, and the bushing literally came off like that. So yeah, if you can try this first, yeah, just do it because it avoids you setting them on fire. I highly recommend to try this once. As you can see, it doesn't look very good, but it did the job. So let's install the new bushes now. There we go. So this is how easy it is to slide this bush in. There we go. Right. Make sure that she's properly in. And now we need to put the sleeve inside. There we go. And push it in. It shouldn't take too much effort. Okay, so you want to be flush with the inside of the bushing. That's it. As you can see, the beam is now in the place, so the hub is also on. I've used a bit of copper heat on the hub, so next time it's a bit easier to remove it. Still have to connect the brake lines and the cable, the handbrake lines. Alright, not sure if you're going to be able to see, it's getting a bit dark, but yeah, so everything is ready for the suspension. I still have to put that brake disc cover, or the hub rather, on. Need to get that brake line on. The handbrake cable is on, as you can see, and everything is pretty much tidy. I just tidy up a bit. That's why it's taking so long. I've wire wheeled everything, used anti-rust from Amberite, then zinc primer, and finally had a quick coat of black. So as you can see, it looks alright-ish, not best job, but to be honest, is to prevent rust rather to make it pretty. But yeah, this is where we are right now.
Several days later.
Right guys, so it's been almost 2 weeks since I recorded the last bit, which was torquing all the bolts and stuff. Since then I've been adjusting the suspension a little bit, making sure everything was right, and that's pretty much it. I mean, this is not how-to video, it's just to show you my views on refurbing this rear axle, rear beam, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's been a long process, but I think in the end it paid off. and I highly recommend to check your rear beam. Again, this was the actually cheapest alternative I had, but my beam was in good condition, as you could see. There's other options. You either go for a full OEM one, which will, as I mentioned, will cost you a fortune, or there's the Type S one, or from Euroframes or something like that, that you can get it. I think the torsion bar is a little bit smaller or not so thick, but you can sort that out with a white line anti-roll bar, to be honest. And that's it. So just let's have a quick look at the car as it is now. You won't be able to see much, to be honest. So yeah, so I've raised the rear just a little bit, just to match the front, and again, yeah, it's all back in one piece. I still haven't painted my bumper, so I'm still getting quotes to get this one. Again, it's just getting the time to sort it all, and that's it, to be honest. I know this is going to be a long video with me waffling a lot, just to give you an idea what you can expect from your rear frame or rear axle. So I hope you guys enjoying this video. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye. Cheers.